Brooke, you turned up. We could use the help.
The dragon's tearing up the city, and the Venatori are taking advantage of the chaos to seize control. I've heard they've made it all the way to the Archon's palace.
Forget the Venatori for now. We need to stop the dragon. We can't fight it while it's flying. We need to ground it. If we can keep it here, we can stop it from destroying the city.
All right. Let's see if I can get its attention.
Witness the handiwork of immortals! With me!
Finish them off!
Chaos, decay, past in ruin, and the last few mortal servants of the Dreadwolf.
Gillenane.
We need only one thing from you. Surrender it, and you may go. Give up the Dreadwolf's dagger.
Come get it.
By force, then. Whatever remains of you will become my new creations.
This place. And the place was really weird. The gods corrupted us.
We didn't expect to blind the dragon. What do we do now?
What we came to.
Ready for a follow-up.
Something's ready. It's gone, but it's wounded.
We were so close. I know we can beat that thing. If only we were faster. Or figured out its weaknesses a little quicker.
And maybe keeping it on the ground would give us more time.
Take the win. Dragon's still out there, but it could have been worse. It would have been worse if you weren't here.
What about Treviso? There's a dragon there, right? We might make it in time.
Let's go. Hold on, Lucanis. We're on our way. We chased away the dragon in Minrathous. Did you kill the one?
We did not.
That monster flew around the city for hours before it left, utterly out of reach.
It rained ice on the city and spread blight in the canals. Treviso survives for now, as do the crows. But
I can't be in two places at once. I made a choice and hoped the center would hold.
Minrathus has mages, walls. It's not an open invitation to a dragon.
It wasn't a normal dragon. We couldn't even kill it. We just fought until it left.
You're a Grey Warden. Can anything be done about the blight in the waterways?
First, block off the affected canals. Warn away everyone you can. The Wardens might have something more. We may have worse coming with the gods.
Just send them word, please.
We will not be idle. There are people to save and Antam to be made examples of. The city must know who did this. Give us time, Rook. If you truly wish to help, the crows will have work.
The others, Nev, are they all right?
They are.
Then I can focus on Treviso. Once we find our footing, the blood of these gods will flow.
Blighted dragons, darkspawn obeying the Venatori. Maybe Solas will know something.
Greetings, friends. Chance Candide, at your service.
I'm Rook.
Ah! Taya and Viago have mentioned that you can be trusted, and I require assistance. The Blight has piled itself onto the streets, choking off the city. We cannot have it. I will mark where it is worst. Please, go and clear it away. As a Grey Warden, perhaps you need no luck to deal with the Blight. But I wish it for you, still.
I tried to talk to all this late. Things. You included.
Sorry.
Look at what the Blight's done to this place.
I can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison was inside the ring.
Glad it worked out.
It did! Well, not for the poison drinker, but he'd murdered the neighbor's cat, so for the cats... Rain! On the fire! Watch it! Ranged incoming!
We're under fire! Look out! Now it's your turn.
I can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison was inside the ring.
Glad it worked out.
It did! Well, not for the poison drinker, but he'd murdered the neighbor's cat, so for the cats... Anyway, you and Rook had me worried, but it ended happy.
Well, anyway,
Anyway, you and Rook had me worried, but it ended happy.
and when you don't read the sequels, those endings stick.
There's a sequel?
There. That pile of blight. That's what Chance wanted us to clear out.
Can't let it spread. Visos hurt as it is.
Target those blighted worlds. That should be... It's working. We're weakening it. say it, we should take a look at that darkspawn. Something was off about it. This darkspawn's wearing a necklace. The pendant's shaped like a crow. We need to show this to Chance.
Chance? Got rid of the blight in the streets. But we also found this crow pendant on a darkspawn.
Is that... This was Ayers, our trainer for the fledglings. She went missing. That darkspawn you fought must have been... May she rest. And sadly, I must ask you to search for another wayward crow.
Who is it?
Fletcher, our provider of fine goods, is also missing. They were sending me reports of Anton movements. Despite this blight, our invaders are planning something. Here are Fletcher's roots. If the blight found them, they deserve a clean end, like any crow.
Trouble coming.
We're not alone.
All right, let's get them.
Rook takes credit there.
Took them down clean.
Well, that's done. that one.
Fletcher. Check the body to make sure it's real. A sealed tube with notes and code. We should take this back to Charts and let him know Fletcher's at peace. Chance, we found Fletcher.
Maker, guide them to your side.
Fletcher also had these notes.
Always scrupulous. If this is information on the Antam...
Are you alright?
Merely a cold. Thank you, my friends. I must now think and figure out what the Antam are plotting.
But I never got that. Where are you from?
We're not safe. Well, back to our point. And when you don't read the sequels, those endings stick.
There's a sequel? Have you read it?
No, but trust me.
Not granted!
Seize the goal!
This defiance is heresy!
Time to end this. Set up, you do the rest.
You fail! offer, Dweller, I will answer.
What? You're hungry? I found a yam in the kitchen. Stubborn just means you'll starve.
Trouble settling in?
Doing the best I can. My job was to keep the Griffins safe, not fix their dinner.
I meant a son.
Oh. I guess we're both adjusting.
Well, a confused Griffin should fit right in around here.
Appreciate it. There's no training manual for them anymore.
I guess we'll figure it out together.
Griffins don't trust easily. Lancet and Remy had to work to win them over. They said a warden and a Griffin have to move as one. Think as one. They call it Turlum. A sort of unity. But now, they're both dead.
Why'd the Gloomhowler attack the Eyrie?
I intend to find out. First it stalks wardens. Now it's after the Griffins.
Don't worry. You and I have a deal. We'll find them.
Appreciate that. Though it sounds like you've got your hands full around here.
Just a tad.
Elgar'nan and Gillenane. Hard to believe.
Can't be easy hearing that your own gods are ending the world.
Elves have enough trouble. Don't need this on our heads too. But I have to say, killing a monster is one thing. Taking down the goddess of all monsters and the god of vengeance while you're at it?
Every life in Thedas depends on it.
Fair enough. Always good to know where the boss stands.
Pretty much the world not ending.
I can get behind that. What? I told you. It's yams or nothing.
Well, maybe you need a new menu.
When last we spoke, you intended to assault the cruel and the corrupt, in hopes of finding servants of Elgar'nan and Gillenane. Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antam are working for Elgar'nan and Gillenane.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antam want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
And now we've seen that power firsthand. The Antam and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
Yeah. We drove off the one the Venatori brought into Minrathous. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the gods control them.
The blight. Of course.
The blight seems to be the gods' favorite tool right now. We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganon would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillenane will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the Blighted Dragons.
That is the fate Elganon and Gillenane planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
That's rage coming from the guy who wanted to drown the world in demons.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation, while making their prison. It should not exist. I had a host of spirits ready to help when the veil fell. They would have minimized the loss of life.
So best guess, how many deaths? Hundreds? Thousands?
At least. Those deaths would have been on my conscience. But the world would once again be as it should be.
Oh, and here I was worried.
Many would have died, I know. But afterward, flowers would grow again.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god. I am as I have always been. A man. All too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost. They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
I don't care what they call me. If they're calling me anything, it means they're still alive. That's all that matters.
Acceptance. You are willing to face the consequences your actions may one day bring because the world needs you. I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yes. We found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganon's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them, and I'm a warden myself. Maybe that's enough?
Doubtful. You'll want an army. And I believe you will find a way to obtain one. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
Solas thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
I wouldn't trust the Dreadwolf, but he's not wrong about us needing a dragon hunter. I've been a warden for a while. Seen some pretty awful things. But what the dragon did to Treviso? I'll never get that out of my head. Lucanus stayed. Said he'd be back soon, but at least you took care of yours.
We hurt it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
A dragon hunter would have helped him in Rathus, that's for sure.
Then we find one. Next time a blighted dragon comes calling, it'll be the last time it comes calling.
We can't forget the second dragon in Treviso. We should see how we can help, but we're without Lucanus until he's done helping the crows. Who knows how long?
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Just so we're clear, you're taking advice from this elven god, Solas. The Solas who tried to tear down the veil? You really trust him?
He's been right about a lot of things. He knows how Elganon and Gillenane work. We need him.
As long as you're sure.
So a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry about.
All right. We all know what to do. Let's get going.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Rivani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Rivane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
What do you know about what's going on in Rivane right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solas. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Rivane, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Qun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Rivane like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
All right. Guess we'll be ready. Thanks for finding a contact. There can't be that many professional dragon hunters around.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
Strength earns mastery.
Rook, I was thinking of taking Hassan for a walk. He could use the exercise. Chance to stretch his wings. Thought you'd like to come along.
I bolstered guards along the ridge. We took the high ground.
Let's get going. I've been thinking. Lancet and Remy used special food to train the griffins. Said it was the fastest way to start a bond.
Right. What did you call it? Tulum?
That's it. And gingerwort truffles were the griffins' favorite treats. They grow around ruins. We're going to teach Hassan how to find some.
How did you end up with the Grey Wardens?
Grew up in a Dalish clan. I'd hear all these stories about things that happened thousands of years ago.
The Dalish do love their history.
Except I wanted to make history. Didn't fit in. Got bored, so I went looking for adventure.
How'd that go over with your clan?
They felt like I rejected them.
Did you?
Yeah, I suppose. Plan life wasn't for me. I had to get away.
So then what happened? You're out in the world looking for adventure?
Got my ass kicked. Went broke. I couldn't go crawling back to my clan of failure. Doubt they'd take me back. It forced me to figure out what I was good at. Always had a knack. That's not a truffle. That's a nug. You'll get fleas.
At least he's having fun.
Truth is, he purrs when you scratch him. Maybe we can speed things up by helping him. Let's search the bushes. Look around for troubles.
That was a thorn.
Keep looking.
Nug droppings. Yuck.
The Nugs pretty much own Arlithan Forest.
Nope. This is harder than it looks.
It's fleas, isn't it? What'd I tell you?
Actually, I think it's a truffle.
Huh.
Maybe the Nugs like truffles. Could Hassan know that if you follow them, you might find truffles?
Are you really that smart, boy?
Seems pretty clever to me.
If only you'd be clever enough to listen.
Well, you're still getting to know each other. Remember? Tolam? Remy was probably right. Remember how she said he needed a lighter touch?
If I go soft on him, the world would chew him up.
Let's give you both a chance and see if we can find any more of these.
How?
Find some nugs, see what happens. So, how did you go from hunter to slayer of monsters?
Uncle Eldrin. An old elf I knew growing up. When I was a kid, I'd hunt just about anything. Rabbits, deer, fox. Eldrin gave that purpose. Taught me the way of 3 trees. The way of the arrow, the way of the bow, the way of the wood.
That sounds noble.
Eldrin taught me to hunt the unnatural so the natural can thrive. Be a force for good. Besides, it was either that or starve. Monsters paid good coin.
But why become a Grey Warden? If you were making money on your own?
I didn't leave my clan to get rich. Had to prove it was all worth something. I needed a cause.
There are easier causes than dying in the deep roads.
Darkness is a sparring partner. The greater the shadow you confront, the stronger you are for winning.
Till you meet one you can't beat?
Haven't yet. There. I think Hassan's got something. Why don't you take a look? I'll be damned. Follow the nugs.
Like I said, he's a clever one.
Might make a tracker out of you yet. Hungry? What? It's gingerwort. Eat it.
Remember, light touch.
I mean, it's dessert fit for a prince. See?
He'll be fine. He just has a strong spirit. Let him grow into it.
Might not have time for that. With Lancet and Remy gone, if something happens to me, he'll have to stand on his own.
So don't let anything happen to you.
We're both wardens. Deaths around every corner. Not that I don't enjoy punching it squarely in the face.
Words to live by. I think death has met his match.
May we never find out. Okay, boy. That's enough for one day.
But he's having fun.
He overeats, and you'll find out how fun Griffin puke is.
Hassan, you heard him. Let's go.
We're not alone.
Not too bad.
Nice one, Rook. I can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison was inside the ring.
Glad it worked out.
It did. Well, not for the poison drink.
Rook gets that one. Where were we?
It did! Well, not for the poison drinker, but he'd murdered the neighbor's cat, so for the cats... Anyway, you and Rook had me worried, but it ended happy.
And when you don't read the sequels, those endings stick.
There's a sequel? Have you read it?
No, but trust me. Tragedy sells in Marathas. More story, better chance things go sideways.
Let's get to work! Fight!
Eyes open.
These people are tough.
Finish them now!
They're cashing us out.
Got through that.
Take a look, Laura.
I'm on it. Offer lessons. Or just training, even.
Looking to learn their techniques?
Oh, no, not that. I don't want to be an assassin. Not really. But it's always good to learn new things. Some of them assassin adjacent.
Not scary at all.
A pit of darkspawn. Let's clear him out.
Under fire! Watch it! My job done. Your turn.
You got it.
That should take care of it.
Good work, everyone.
Company, get ready.
You gotta move.
Got us in the distance.
Thedas, you do the rest.
Go back to your gods.
Meet the odds there.
Every one of these gets us a little farther.
Get clear.
That's incredible.
Interesting. No source of water, so where's it come from?
So, the sequel to my serial story. It's all blood magic and tears, and the second most innocent character was the killer.
I tried to warn you.
It hinted at a third series. Maybe things get better.
I hate to break it to you, but the paper said the run is over.
What? No, but it can't end here.
Sounds like a typical serial to me.
Look at that.
Careful ahead.
They interrupt, as predicted, as expected, as hoped.
What was that?
Learn, adapt, triumph.
Bellara, I need your help.
Elio, what's wrong?
Can you help? There are veil jumpers in the forest who have been gone too long. They were searching for relics. With the recent troubles, they could use a protective escort to bring those relics back to camp.
I'll start the search.
And I'll stay here, in case someone shows up.
There it is. That's the Veil Jumper camp. The relic just went on. What happened to that Veil Jumper? He was right here. Oh, this isn't good. We need to find him.
Is anyone out there?
One of those magical relics the Veil Jumpers were dealing with must be nearby. Spatial anomaly. We can't reach that Veil Jumper unless we find some way around it. One relic down, more to go. Hard to believe these things are causing so much trouble.
You saved me. I'm saved. I'm alive. I was working on the relic and then everything went dark and quiet. It felt like nothing and nowhere. I'll catch my breath and make my own way back to camp.
There are others missing. We'll continue searching for them. like another relic nearby.
Get clear.
Damn. We were too late.
Hello? Is anyone out there?
That's probably one of the missing veil jumpers. Let's get that barrier down. Be a magical relic causing this.
Great job, Rook.
Can anyone hear me? Hey!
We're gonna get you out.
I kept calling and calling, and no one came. It felt like an eternity, and the shadows were so dark. So dark. But I'll be all right. I'll make my own way back to the camp.
Causing magic to go wild. We have to stop it. Deactivate the relic and the barrier goes away. I think.
Sure, here we go.
That's one less relic stirring things up.
Oh, thank the creators. Did Elio send you? I have to talk to him once I return to camp. It's so odd. I've seen relics like that before. I know how they work, but this one, it was wrong.
I think that's everyone. Let's get back to Elio.
Here's a mystery.
I found most of your friends, but one didn't make it. I'm sorry.
We all know the risks, but it's still difficult when someone gets hurt. There's one last relic out there we never found. If you come across it, be careful. I think someone's meddling with the magic in Arlethan.
I'll try to be safe.
Belle, there's a rumor among the Docktown paper sellers. The author for your serial had notes on a third series.
Really?
It's never getting printed. I'll tell you that up front. But if I track down the notes...
Yeah!
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter. Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Or she would be, if there was still an Inquisition. I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop southern Thedas from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Why isn't she here? We could use a hand.
Charter entrusted the search for Solas to Varric, to us. The world's large, and she's got many things to deal with.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
And the Inquisitor's advisors, what about them?
I wouldn't say I was close to any of them. The spy master, Liliana, was aloof. Commander Cullen and I were both from Ferelden, so we got along. Ugh, Ambassador Montilier is my favorite, though. She's lovely.
So, tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
You help people. That's not small.
It sure felt like it sometimes. I'd sit with Rector and Faulkner and we'd watch the important people with their important business rushing by.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right, like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other 2 and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
But you did know people from the Inquisitor's inner circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Most of the time, I just watched them from afar. Listened to their snippets of conversation as they walked by.
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solas. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
He might be lonely, but I doubt he cares. He's single-minded. Nothing else matters besides his crusade.
Because it's the only thing he's had. My ma used to say, a caged dog forgets there's grass outside. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
Company, get ready.
Good one!
Let's end this. Beat the odds there.
Look at that. The elven parts of these ruins aren't just bits from the Fade. We actually lived here.
It's another of those statuettes. The memory fragments.
Conveniently placed.
Ambush!
Got us from a distance.
Hitting us from range. Ranged incoming.
Nice move, bro. Got us to the distance.
Ready for follow-up.
Under fire. Watch it. My job's done. Your turn.
Hitting us from range.
Got us at range.
Hitting us from range.
Finish it.
A trap. That statue was a fake. But if the fade is mostly reflections of something else, the real one could be close. And another Fen'Harel altar.
Need to move.
You gotta move.
Break through! The Antom are trying to cut us off!
That means we're on the right track.
Nicely done, Rook.
There. I'd say that's where we're headed. Tell this statuette is the real thing, a memory fragment. Not just because it was very well guarded.
Is it time again? Great!
Now it's your turn. All set.
Oh, we did it!
All right, Belle. There's a rumor among the Docktown paper sellers. The author for your serial had notes on a third series.
Really?
It's never getting printed. I'll tell you that up front.
Good work, everyone!
Right. Anyway, it's never getting printed. I'll tell you that up front. But if I track down the notes...
Yes, please! Oh, wow!
What?
Does this mean you're working a case for me? The author note caper.
Let's not jump to caper before it started. We're not alone. Got company. Hey, behind you!
Took them down clean. Watch ahead.
Part 3 of your serial story. I found the author's notes.
Really? Thank you. How did it go?
The notes were in a false bottom drawer. The author had been framed for murder. And he might be the heir to the Paulus fortune.
So it was a caper.
It was a caper.
There, another blighted fate tear. That's where we're headed.
Good work, everyone! Careful ahead.
Nice move.
Ever wonder what the fade smells like to a squirrel?
No. About to have a problem.
Great job, Rook!
Okay, Balara, what's your lead on getting us a Fade expert for the team?
Good evening.
Greetings.
Rook! So, we need a Fade expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now, he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mournwatch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a Fade expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navarra?
We've seen terrible magic. Old magic. It'll get worse unless we step up.
I see. Balara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, a Fade expert and powerful psychagogue.
Where can I find him?
The Professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately they grow restless.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
What a marvelous surprise. Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met. Well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl. What a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
I'm Rook.
Charmed.
I didn't expect such a warm welcome. Considering.
Please, don't be put off. The workforce is perfectly harmless. I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here. I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming?
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Oh, wow. I've never seen anything like this.
Something's moving. Up ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves, depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
No reaching these. They're mindless. I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things. I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings and the wisp.
Hello.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Doors open. Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
So, Professor.
Just Emmerich, please.
You weren't that surprised we need a Fade expert.
The spirits talk. Even the simplest have been clamoring about chaos in the Fade. Someone coming to consult wasn't an if, so much as a when.
chilly in here. Courtesy of a demon.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter. I see we've company.
Made it through that one.
This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid. They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
Need a wisp. Here's our second wisp.
At least they don't follow us around without asking.
Would you like them to accompany us?
I'm good.
Well struck, Rook! Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
Shouldn't it?
The necropolis rearranges itself every so often. Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Roland.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh, yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
Got company.
We're under fire! Hail the dead!
We're under fire. Look out!
We're firing at us!
Got us from a distance. Something's ready. Nice move, bro. Let's go again.
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place. Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I trained with the Wardens in the Anderfels.
Home to the fortress of Weishaupt. I've heard stories. You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground. this is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook? This should unseal our final path to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
Right. Then what?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fade.
Handy. Could use a few of those for back home.
I understood Tevinter to be experienced in dealing with malign manifestations.
Oh, we are. You have to be when blood magic attracts them. Or some cultist decides to summon something on purpose. I'll take any help I can get.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin. By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair! Who brought it here?
Venatori!
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift. Manifested with my magic.
Well, there's some luck for you.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
I need a wisp.
Someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down...
So don't dawdle! We found those Venatori.
They have no place in these halls. Finish them off!
I've got the setup, you do the rest.
What are the Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
I'll fill you in on them later. Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori. This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learned to make miniature ones in Tevinter.
Hello. The Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous.
Might know someone who can help with that.
Do you, madam? We'd be grateful. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work. The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right. There's one chain.
Excellent.
Kill them all, but save... Got it.
safe?
There.
Well fought, Rook.
Take the shot.
That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to ring the bell. Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
There's the Venatori.
Death is weakness!
How are we doing, Everett?
The bell is slowly wakening, but we must fight a little longer.
The Venatori brought demons.
Typical of them. Excellent hit, Rook.
We've got a rage demon.
Hold fast. We're halfway there.
Now it's your turn. We're under fire. That's one for us. Let's go. I've got the setup, you do the rest.
They're attacking from afar.
Got him. And look at that. No more despair demons.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you. But come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from. Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least. The implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
Well, hi. And... thanks?
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
You're good in a fight. We went through a lot of demons.
I've faced worse in the necropolis.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful! I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navara, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
Alright, thanks for joining, guys. That's it. Continue tomorrow.